Geoff Boyce will become the men's first Division Games record holder with 330 games when UWA take on Wesley South Perth in round 9 of the Melville Toyota Hockey League. And he's been kind enough to join us on the program ahead of the big milestone. A big good morning to you, Geoff.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, very well, thank you. What about yourself? Congratulations. Can you tell us about what the milestone means to yourself?
Yeah, thanks. It's quite a big achievement, really. It's, I suppose it's a special thing to play for first grade UWA and just one game. It's 330, which is something that I'm really proud of. And I've played with the previous record holder for the end of his career. I know it means quite a lot to him to play so many games for UWA. And it's something that I'm really proud of to get to 330 games.
And we'll get to some of your career achievements because there's been quite a few. We'll get to them shortly, but can you tell us about when your career began?
I suppose it was probably back when I was at school. Started playing first grade when I was 14 and back in 1997, so it's actually been quite a long time. And it's from there sort of playing school hockey and first grade and a bit of second grade. Moved on to sort of playing state teams from there. So it was quite an early stage back in the 90s.
And I think it's fair to say that you come from a hockey background. Just taking a look at your family, you're the son of Craig Boyce, who was a member of the Kookaburras. Your brothers, Michael represented the Kookaburras. Other brother Stephen was a member of the Australian Development Squad in 2005. Your sister Fiona was a member of the WA Diamond Squad. Your uncle Grant has represented the Kookaburras, including 1984 Olympic Games. And your aunt Adele was a member of the Hockey Roos. So I think it's fair to say that hockey is in your blood from an early age.
Yeah, no, we're pretty proud of what our family's done over the years. Yeah, I suppose from our uncle and aunt and my parents. I suppose the last one watching my sister play in the Olympic Games in London, and the whole family went over there. It was just a really big moment for us to watch her play. And, really proud of what she did there. Even though they didn't finish in the medals, they still did really well. And, just really good to the family sort of gone so far with hockey.
And just touching on a couple of your milestones that we alluded to earlier, you represented UWA at the 2004 Australian University Games, winning a gold medal. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah, look, it was in Perth, and the Uni Games are really good fun. I suppose a big part of it is the social thing and playing with people that you wouldn't ordinarily play with. Quite often you play against them. And the Uni Games really brings a good group of people together. And you obviously playing against all the better players from all the unis across Australia. I think they're really good events just to get people together. And you actually see some really good hockey being played there.
And from a personal milestone, you were selected at fullback in the UWA Legends team at the club's 80th anniversary in 2004. So I imagine that's another significant achievement that you hold really close.
Yeah, look, I was really proud to get selected in that team because you're talking about people that have represented Australia for quite a long time, like Damon Deletti, who was a goalkeeper and probably one of the better players in the world for a long time. Matthew Wells, I actually played with him earlier on in my career. And, there's just some amazing players in that team. And I was quite proud to be named as part of that.
And have you always played in defence?
I've always played right half and fullback sort of as I moved up and got, I suppose, better and got selected in better teams. I probably went from right half back to fullback, but I've never quite managed to get a gig in the forward line.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, maybe there's still time. Who knows? But what about as well? You played in Premiership teams for UWA in 2002, also 2004 and 2005. So fair to say you've had your fair share of success, which is always what every player plays for, I guess, in many ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing is the team success, and winning the premierships is a big part of what we play for. And we've actually won 4 with my group, but I managed to miss one when I was away on the AAS tour. That's probably the one thing where you look back on, and winning 3 myself and 4 with the team is just a huge achievement for us, and that's, I suppose, one of the things as a group and the different players over the time that we can look back on and celebrate that we actually had quite a bit of success over the last 10 to 15 years.
And a couple of more before we leave the topic, but you represented WA underage and open level, having played for the Thundersticks between 2001 and 2007, including a national title in 2002. Tell us about that.
Oh, look, playing for the Thundersticks is just a great thing to do and a big achievement, I suppose, for anyone. But, I had a lot of fun on various tournaments, and quite often it's either a 2-week tournament or it's spread out over 5 or 6 weeks, just finishing off with 1 week at the end. And the Thundersticks has always been up the top in the top 4. We've played a number of finals over that period as well, and it's just, I suppose, something that Hockey WA really prides itself on, is having a really competitive team and developing the best players that we can. And a number of those players have gone on to play for Australia. And it's just to play against the best players in Australia is just a great thing to do.
Yeah, well, speaking about international level, you represented Australia 3 times at senior level as well as junior level, including the 2001 Junior Hockey World Cup. So tell us what it's like to represent Australia. It must be a dream come true.
Yeah, look, it's probably the pinnacle of what you can achieve in hockey. Australia's been right up the top in the sort of world rankings for the last probably 10 years. And I was actually in the Athens squad, although I didn't actually get selected to go to the Olympics, but to train with those guys and then to watch them win Australia's first gold medal in the Olympics was just an amazing experience. And I'm just so proud of what those guys did to actually step up and get the gold. But just to put on that green and gold and to represent your country is just an amazing feeling. Just you step out on that ground knowing that you're in the top for the 25 people in the country, and it's just a great feeling.
And Geoff, what about on the injury front? Have you been reasonably lucky? Because it sounds as if you've been quite durable throughout a long career. Have you had too many setbacks on the way on the injury front?
I've actually done a lot better than my brothers on that regard. So I had one brother get hit in the hand quite badly and had to have quite a few surgeries. And then he also had a number of surgeries with his knee. But and the other brother managed to have a couple of surgeries on his ankle. But I've managed I think I did a hammy back in 2004. But otherwise, I've just had a few minor little things here or there. I've been quite lucky in that regard.
And what about juggling hockey and work commitments? How have you found that?
I've found my employers over time have actually been really supportive. I'm currently working at Montague Partners, which is an accounting firm, and they've just been hugely supportive of helping me out when I need a bit of time off, and just realising that sort of on the weekends you've got games to play and you don't sort of want to be coming into work. So they're just hugely supportive of what we do. And I've found over the time, accounting firms in general are relatively supportive of people when they want to play first grade and international hockey.
We're speaking with Geoff Boyce from the UWA Hockey Club. Now, Geoff, is it true that your nickname is Jeffy? And if it is, can you tell us how you got that nickname?
Yeah, it is. It's actually quite a funny story. It was back when I was playing the Thundersticks, and there's a comedian boxer called Jeffy Jeff, and we were doing some pre-season boxing in the Fremantle gym. And the comedian boxer he's a little bit of a special person and throwing punches all over the place and not really hitting much. And we had a session in the gym where we did a bit of sparring with a professional boxer. I was throwing a lot of haymakers, not actually connecting too many times. And he was just sitting on the rope throwing the odd punch back and forwards. So and one of the guys sort of knew this Canadian boxer and called Jeffy Jeff, and it kind of stuck from there.
Okay. Well, what a fantastic story. Now, what about last weekend? The team had a good win over YMCC, 6 goals to 3 in the end. So you've now overtaken them at the top of the table. So a good effort back on the weekend.
Yeah, look, it was fantastic. Our forwards really stepped up in the second half and hit 5 goals. And it makes, I suppose, the defender's life a lot easier when they're firing on all cylinders. So it was, really good too. We played YM last week and got WASPs this week, so the top 2 teams apart from us. So it's a really challenging game. And they're always great sides to play against. I suppose you want to play well against the top teams in the competition. I think we did that last week.
What about, how have you seen the balance between attack and defence so far this season? The team scored 38 goals, so you've scored the most goals in the league, and you've only conceded 15, which is the third best defence as well. So it appears as if the balance between the two is working quite well.
Yeah, look, we actually set ourselves a target at the start of this year that we didn't want to let in too many goals.
Yep.
So we're really working on that as a defensive side. And our forwards hit close, as you said, 38, so close to 40 goals in 8 games, which means we're playing a really exciting brand of hockey still. And I think it's good for people to come down and watch because you can see a few goals get hit. But the defence is a real point that we're trying to work on this year, just to make sure that we're not pushing forward the whole time. We're actually, tightening up ship at the back a bit.
And you alluded to tomorrow's game against Wesley South Perth. They're going quite well at the moment. They're in second position, so another big test coming up.
Yeah, look, it's another great challenge for us to play against WASPs. I suppose they're second on the ladder, so whoever wins the game on the weekend will move to the top, or we'll stay at the top. And we've played some great games against them over the years, and we've played a few grand finals against them. So I think it should be a really good game.
And Geoff, just before we let you go, what about the future? How long do you think you can keep playing for? No doubt you're enjoying it at the moment. Have you put a time frame on it, or are you just enjoying it game by game at the moment, and you'll see how it all pans out?
Yeah, look, I'm really enjoying it at the moment, and I think probably as long as my body holds up and I'll keep enjoying it and I'm good enough to play, I'll probably play on for another couple of years at least and see how we go. But certainly no plans to retire tomorrow or anything like that.
Well, Geoff, thank you so much for joining us here on the program. Congratulations once again. It's a fantastic milestone. We wish you all the best for tomorrow's game and also the rest of your career. Let's hope there's still a fair bit left to go.
Yeah, thanks for having me.